Hi guys, this is Nitin Vijay. Today I will teach you topic on electrostatics, the first chapter of 12th. So, in this chapter we will study the nature and the property of electric charge. So, first we will come to electrostatics. What is electrostatics? Here, electros means electric charge, isn't it? And static means the charge is at a rest, isn't it? ये जो चार्ज है, इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज, what is behaving when it is in rest. This will study in this chapter. What kind of force does this rest charge act on another charge, or what type of field does this charge, rest charge produces. These all things we will study in this chapter. So, to well know about electrostatic, let us start first of all about electric charge. What is electric charge? ये इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज है क्या? इट इज फिजिकल property of a matter. What does it mean about the physical property? It means that each and everything is made up of electric charge. The matter is considered as the what kind of matter we are. The human beings, each and everything in this planet is a matter and made up of electric charge. So, the electric charge is a physical property of matter, just like mass. Each and every we have a mass. Similarly, the smallest atom, each and every atom has a electric charge. Now, we will discuss some experiments. Experiment number 1. This electric charge was firstly discovered by Thales. The well-known physicist, he discovers the first of all electric charge. How he discovered the electric charge? He gave some experiments. What are the experiments are they? He had taken a umber rod. One umber rod Umber rod is kind of a rod, just like a plastic, but not a plastic. It is just like a plastic. The umber rod is rubbed with silk cloth. ठीक है, isn't it? and then it is kept near the pieces of small paper. What he observed, that this silk rod attracted the small piece of paper after rubbing it on a silk rod. This phenomena gives the drastic and eventually give us some activity on a umber rod. Similar experiment was done over a plastic comb. As we have seen, most of our know about that, when a plastic comb is kept near the small pieces of paper after rubbing on dry hair. Similar action has been found. This plastic comb can also attract small pieces of paper. So, by these two experiments, we came to know that by rubbing the umber rod or a plastic comb, we get to know that it has, these both plastic comb or umber rod has some characteristic to attract a small piece of paper. So, the attraction property on the umber rod or a plastic comb is obtained by rubbing. Rubbing means friction. As we have earlier studied friction in 11th class. What is a friction? Friction is a force acting on the surfaces of the body when they are in a contact. So, the umber rod and plastic comb has achieved or obtained a special characteristic to attract small pieces of paper by rubbing. So, by rubbing we have a property. Such property is known as electric charge. Such property is known as electric charge. Isn't it? This can be, this friction or rubbing, this friction or rubbing can also be studied by other experiments. What they are experiment? When two plastic, that is plain plastic rod is rubbed to fur. What is fur? Fur is a certain kind of material, just like a silk cloth. Isn't it? What we have come to know, if we kept these two plastic plain rod each other, what we have found, they repel to each other. They repel each other. Another experiment, two glass rod is rubbed to silk cloth and kept nearby to each other. They also repel each other. But if we take one plastic rod rubbed with fur, and another glass rod rubbed with silk cloth, what we have found, these both rod attract to each other, So what this phenomena explains this? This phenomena of rubbing explains that there are two types of force acting on these material like plastic rod and glass rod. So the nature of force in first case is repel, another case is also repel, and in the third case there is an attraction. It means that the electric charge are two kind of. Electric charge are two kind of. That is positive charge and negative charge. positive charge and negative charge. If anybody removes electron, then such body is known as positive charge body, and a body which have a large number of electron is considered or accept a charge that is known as negative charge. Again I will explaining. Where there is a deficiency, we can say deficiency of electron in a body is known as a positive charge body, or if there is a excess of electron, that is known as negatively charged body. So on that explanation we came to know that there are two types of charge, that is positive charge and negative charge. After Rutherford and Chadwick and J.J. Thomson, we came to know that proton has a positive charge. Proton has a positive charge. And electron has a negative charge. Okay, and the magnitude of proton positive charge is magnitude of positive charge is 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulomb, and magnitude of negative charge is also 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulomb. The magnitude value has the same, but the sign, the representation is be given like positive 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 indicates that is a proton, that is a positive charge, and the minus 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 gives us the magnitude and the value sign of that is a negative charge. So here we have concluded that there is two types of charge, that is positive charge and negative charge. Remember that the smallest unit of charge is electron. What is electron? The smallest unit. Now other thing is smallest than electron, because the mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 to power minus 31 kg. It is so smallest, and the SI unit of electric charge is Coulomb. See, Coulomb. Thank you for. We will discuss in another class. Okay, thank you.